Hi everyone, it's Sunflower Spirit here, and I am here to do your weekly reading. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're enjoying your week and enjoying your day. Let's see what messages we have for everybody, for the collective, for this week. What's going on this week? What is going on this week? Messages for the collective, please. Let's see what the messages are. What is the message this week, please, for everybody? What does everybody need to know? I have the Eight of Wands, the Hermit, and the Nine of Wands. Interesting. So, Eight of Wands, Hermit, Nine of Wands. And then we have the Five of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. So yeah, there's some deep healing. I feel like a lot of people, I feel like this has been true to just in me observing the world around me, but a lot of people are really going through, they're kind of going within, they're kind of going into this deep isolation, trying to kind of work out some difficulties, work out some traumas, also kind of bring the light outside of them, like try to draw that light within them, outside of them. And so it's sort of like this process. I do see this is surrounded by the Eight of Wands and the Nine of Wands, so I feel like around people, like this is what we're all going through, like individually and also collectively as individuals. But I feel like around it, there's just this energy of kind of like a little bit of chaos. It might be like a little bit chaotic. There might be like a lot going on, a lot of communication, a lot of movement, a lot of I just feel kind of like chaos or overwhelm. And so this Nine of Wands, it's sort of like, I guess, knowing where to have your boundaries, knowing where to put your boundaries up, but it's also kind of like giving into this process, like just being like resisting, or not resisting, but what's the opposite of that? Like just letting this process happen naturally without like putting up so much of a wall, without putting up so much resistance. Once again, I do have the Five of Pentacles. This has been coming out a lot in these collective readings, and this is just, for me, it's a lot about that trauma. It's like recognizing, you know, that we're thinking that we have less than we do, that we are less than we are. And it's sort of like that trauma energy that's happening. So yeah, overall energy, this is where this is coming from. This trauma, this healing, this wanting to heal, this introspection is coming from all this chaos, all this chaos, all this resistance, all this trauma. So it looks good though. It looks like, you know, individually, anyway, the energy is of that, of healing, because the Hermit is a very healing card. It's number 9, and so nines for me are about near completions of cycle. They also relate to, the number 9 for me also relates to that crown chakra, or the chakra at the top of your head, where it's like, that's where you get messages, you receive messages from your higher self, from God, from the universe, whoever. But let's clarify these cards, and I'll see if I can get a bigger picture for us regarding this, maybe why some of this is happening, or how we can harness our power through it. So let's see. Clarify these cards, please. We have the Fool. We have the Fool here. Clarify the Hermit, please. Why is the Hermit here? Show me about this Hermit. We have the Hermit again. That's so funny. And show me about this Nine of Wands. Why is this Nine of Wands here? Oh, we have the Queen of Cups. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Wands. So yeah, definitely healing, introspection, really trying to draw out, like, what can you learn from this? How can you better yourself from all of this chaos that's going on around you? I definitely with the Hermit confirming the Hermit, it's just confirming that like how I read this card is exactly what is going on. So it's kind of like this introspection, you know, trying to heal these wounds, trying to heal some of these deeper wounds. Meanwhile, we have this Eight of Wands, the Fool is surrounding it. And so this is like, there is a lot of chaos, but I think the chaos is sort of like moving towards this new beginning, moving towards something new, moving towards starting over in a new way, moving towards, you know, kind of taking this leap of faith with the situation to come to this clarity, to get to this clarity. I see the Sun in both of these cards. So it's getting to this clarity, it's getting to this enlightenment, it's getting to, um, you know, really having that super emotional abundance of joy, of bliss, kind of. And then we also have the Nine of Wands with the Queen of Cups. So it's kind of like, yeah, there's like this resistance. It's needing to have those boundaries. Like I said, it's needing to really, the Queen of Cups is about self-compassion, self-care. It's about having, she's a very empathetic person, but a lot of times it's sort of like that outward empathy. So it's sort of like harnessing that back, being able to have these boundaries to love herself. So it's kind of like, through this healing process, knowing that you need to pay attention to who's surrounding you, what's surrounding you, what you surround yourself with, and knowing when you need to kind of enforce some of these boundaries. And boundaries aren't bad, they're just really an act of self-care, an act of self-love. So, so yeah, you're kind of needing these boundaries through this healing process, which is totally normal. And also, the thing I want to mention about that is that usually when you go through this Hermit process, when you go through this transformation, it's like, it is that. It's a transformation. And so you're going to come out and be different than maybe how you were, maybe how people expected you to be, or how you were. And sometimes that's hard for the people around us to understand, especially if they're not going through it, or they're not used to going through it, or they don't have the awareness of that. So yeah, we do have some of this lack mentality, and we do have the Knight of Wands, which to me is about this Five of Pentacles, clarified by the Knight of Wands, is, I mean, I guess it's just saying, like, don't be impulsive. Like, don't really be impulsive with this Five of Pentacles, because this Five of Pentacles is an illusion. This is you thinking that you don't have enough. This is you worrying about the future. It's not staying present. And when you're not staying present, you're going to want to be impulsive. You're going to want to move quickly. And this is universe just cautioning you, saying, you know, don't make quick action based off of fear. Because whenever, I don't know if you've noticed in your own life, but whenever I make a decision based off of fear, it does not turn out well for me. So I'm going to take one of these Wisdom of the Oracle cards, and then I will wrap this up for you. But this is a really good reading. Yeah, lots of healing work, lots of forward movement. I do see forward movement, and I love the like self-care, compassion piece of this, of, you know, having those boundaries, knowing when to, and also not only having boundaries, but knowing when to kind of like surrender to the battles that you've been fighting. That's beautiful energy. So what other messages do we have, please? What is the message, please? What other messages do we have? We have exchanging gifts, number 27. So I'll read from the book because I don't know these cards very well yet either. I haven't used these forever. So 27, that's a 9 again. So yeah, it's kind of like getting in touch with yourself, getting in touch with your higher self. Let's see what this is. Exchanging gifts. The law of giving and receiving, currency trade-offs, weighing costs, and determining value. You're entering into a productive and enriching time when all manner of opportunities are being offered to you. You have everything you need to seize them. Yet in order to honor them, hold on. Sorry. You must put in the time, exchange your experience and skills, and commit heart and soul to what you're choosing to pursue. You can do it. You have what it takes to be successful. If you align with the law of giving and receiving, you must engage in a dance of give and take, push and pull, doing and being. If you let fear guide your choices, you could deplete yourself or create an imbalance. This is not a time of just do, do, do. Use your currency wisely and be mindful of the value others bring to your life. So yeah, that's kind of what I was saying a little bit about with this Five of Pentacles, Knight of Wands energy. Like, don't let the fear, um, like cause you to make decisions. But also, it's sort of about this like knowing where your boundaries are, knowing when to put up your boundaries, but also not being so stubborn about it, and also knowing when to surrender yourself. So that's a beautiful message for you guys. Hopefully this resonated. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys have a great week, and I will talk to you guys later.